Okay, let's take a quick look at what's happening with the markets on this Friday, and we are still set up for likely a money-losing week. The S&P, however, is a little bit stronger this morning. The TSX down by about 0.2%. And for the month overall, and remember, September can be a choppy one for North American equities, we have drifted into the red. Now, within the financial markets, you never know what tomorrow will bring. And while this year we've been covering the AI frenzy, a couple of years ago we were covering the meme stock frenzy. Remember that massive surge in shares of Gamestop? It was an incredible story about retail investors battling out with high-profile hedge fund managers, a David versus Goliath moment in the markets. And now it's getting the Hollywood treatment in a new film called Dumb Money, starring the likes of Seth Rogen and Pete Davidson. The film premiering at the Toronto International Film Festival. Lauren Schuker, Blum and Rebecca Angelo are executive producers and the writers of the film, and they join us here in studio. Great to have both of you here. Financial journalist background, which brought you guys together?
Yeah, we met in the newsroom at the Wall Street Journal and switched over to screenwriting a little over a decade ago.
So you guys are watching this meme stock explosion a couple of years ago.
Unable to blink, just staring at the screen.
Being like, GameStop? Why is this about GameStop?
Yeah, I mean, Lauren, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind at the time?
I mean, we were, like, baffled by what was happening, alarmed by it, intrigued, and we immediately started researching it and saw that this was a, much bigger than just about GameStop. It was actually a movement happening.
I think that was really interesting because we were covering some of the players at the time and the creator of the Wall Street Bets forum on Reddit. And it did feel, look, at the time, a lot of people were locked at home and they had stock trading on their screens. But it did feel like a different moment in the markets. The fact that you had these individuals, the retail players that were taking on, it felt like in some ways, Wall Street.
Yeah, I think there's a feeling out there with a lot of merit that the system is rigged, that the system is unfair. And here was a moment when people were locked in their homes, stuck in their basements, truly isolated and feeling really small. I like how you called it a David and Goliath story, because that's really what it was. It was a whole bunch of little guys who banded together and said, this isn't fair and this isn't right, and we're going to use our voices to do something about it.
So, Lauren, in this film, we get to hear the story in part through Roaring Kitty, a YouTube phenomenon. But we also, to Rebecca's point, we get to hear about this story through the eyes of some of the hedge fund titans itself. It's as much about the Wall Street reaction as it is the little person here.
It was really important to us to kind of get the story right. As former reporters, we really wanted to sort of get the facts out there, but also tell the story in a really entertaining way, because it is this wild ride that happened in 2021, and there's very funny parts to it, very dramatic parts, and we wanted to encapsulate all of that.
And pretty much everything you see on screen is true. So Gabe Plotkin, the head of a hedge fund that lost billions in the GameStop saga, was in fact buying 2 side-by-side mansions in Miami and planning to tear one of them down to build a tennis court.
And Steve Cohen, you see the trailer, really has had a pet pig.
Yes, the pig, yes.
At the time,
This is no, go ahead, please.
Oh, and the CEOs of Robinhood really drive matching Teslas.
Yeah, so that was important to you, because actually, just by comparison, because a number of business stories have come to the big screen recently. People have been talking, here in Canada, BlackBerry became the film. There were some liberties taken with that story, but you guys wanted to commit to the fact that this was, in some ways, so outrageous that let's just stick to the facts.
We didn't have to make anything up. I mean, it's so
the
crazy.
Truth is bad enough for some of these folks on Wall Street.
Exactly. And
And so, what do you think? Like when you're putting together the script for a story that people have thought about, and stories that tie back to Wall Street have had quite a bit of success over the last decade. The Big Short obviously got a lot of people's attention. What are you trying to accomplish outside of just getting the story right? What are you looking to tell in that story?
I mean, we always want to tell a story that's meaningful, that makes you feel good, that's true and inspiring, and also is just fun. I think there are a lot of important movies these days and not a ton of fun movies. And this movie takes you on a wild ride. It's visceral, it's propulsive, it's thrilling, it's exciting, it's a roller coaster. And you can walk out of the theater realizing, as we all do, that there are big problems, terrible economic inequality all around us, but there is hope. We like to think of the movie as a little spark. The story of GameStop is a spark. And a spark, of course, can be easily extinguished, or it can become a big fire.
I think also, you're looking at, economic inequality. We've seen the top 10% has added $29 trillion to their wealth over the past, 30 years. And we're all interrogating our sort of relationship to capitalism right now. I think this movie is a way into some of the most galling inequalities of our time. And that was important to us, especially being members of the Writers Guild, which right now is fighting for transparency and fairness in Hollywood.
Which are basically the same things that the community that banded together in the GameStop story were fighting for.
I think for those who are going to come and just want to have a fun film experience and maybe know less about this, while you're reminded there is a powerful force on Wall Street, to a certain extent, at a certain point, when that retail crowd reached a certain level of spotlight, then the big foot starts to come down.
Boy, does it.
which, being so close to the story after this experience, do you feel like there's still room for the little player in this system?
There's a long way to go on Wall Street, right? We like to say Wall Street gonna Wall Street. But one thing that's for certain is that this community of people who were invisible before, they were scoffed at, laughed at, and ignored, now will never be ignored going forward. Because they have discovered a voice and discovered power, and now there's a little bit of fear always and forever.
And there's headlines about meme stocks all the time, so we feel like dumb money is here to stay and can't be ignored anymore.
What do you think Wall Street's going to think about this film?
We can't wait to hear. We invite them to buy a ticket on opening weekend, just like everyone else.
Have you thought about that at all? Or?
Oh, we have thought about it a lot. That's why it is so well researched. And, like we said, the truth is really, nothing better than that.
All right.